Good morning, LEGO fans, or indeed good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. It's Studlord here with the best LEGO deals of the week for the USA, UK, and EU. And this week we'll kick things off in the States. Now we might as well start with LEGO themselves, and they now have 30% off of the Hulkbuster. We've touched on this once before, so I will be brief. This obviously has had some stick for not being quite as like the original as it should be, let's just say that, but it can be rebuilt using mostly the same parts into something much closer to the original. And 30% off, as well as, of course, as getting your insider points. This is a pretty good one to consider. Then over at Walmart, you can currently get $30 off of the Back to the Future time machine. Great Scott, Marty! Now, bear in mind, this is out of stock for online orders. However, I've gone through and there are some stores that actually have it for collection, but of course that will completely depend on where you live, so you'll just need to have a look through and see if one is close to you. If so, it's a fantastic set. Then if we skip on over to Macy's, you can grab $10 off of the 3-in-1 Majestic Tiger. I don't cover creator sets that often, typically because of course the savings generally aren't that much. However, I do really like this one. You can of course build it into this fantastic looking tiger that we've got here. I mean, look at the size of those teeth, they could do some damage. Or alternatively, you can make this into a red panda or a koi fish, as per your preference. Or if you really wish to line LEGO's pockets, you can of course buy 3 copies of it and then build all 3. Depends on how excessive you feel like being. Then, over on Amazon, there's currently quite a large sale on most of the Dream sets, the biggest saving currently being 40% off the Stable of Dreams creatures. Now, bear with me, I know this won't be for quite a few of you, however, the Dream sets are in fact retiring by the end of this year, and one thing that should not be sniffed at is all of the amazing colours that you actually get in these sets. There's a lot of nice part usage, a lot of interesting pieces that you don't normally get in these colours, so whether you like the build for yourself, whether it would make a good gift for somebody else, or if you just want to grab some of these amazing coloured parts for your own mock builds, 40% off of a set that's retiring by the end of this year is better than a smack in the face with a wet slipper. Then if we head on over to Walmart, they have now got a saving off of Captain Rex's helmet. Over the past couple of weeks we've been seeing discounts off of other LEGO helmets. There was one off of the Mandalorian, which has now gone back up, and they've still got the one on Commander Cody. But we now have Captain Rex as well, so that is obviously welcome if you're wanting to round out your helmet collection. And of course, why wouldn't you? This was a very good series. Be interesting to see what LEGO replaces them with. Then if we move on over to StockX, it's the big one, the Venator. Now this usually retails, if we check out LEGO, for $650. Average sale price at the moment, $520. $120 off, that sounds good to me. And again, if you've not seen these videos before and you're not sure what StockX is, a little bit like eBay, you place a bid, except it's not on a specific item or a specific seller. It goes to all the sellers that have this item. They can choose whether to accept your bid. It is quite possible to place a lower bid and for it to be accepted, but this is showing you the average bid price that is being accepted at the moment. Still well below the retail price for what is a pretty impressive set to say the least. And sticking with the same theme, you've got a nice saving off of the Batcave Shadow Box as well. Obviously the sort of ultimate collector's edition for the Batcave. Big display piece, certainly a good one to have for the DC fans. So nice saving on that, and also the Loop Coaster, which will be retiring soon. Again, $312 the average, $300 the last sale. This one normally retailing for $400, so again, really nice saving on that one. Fantastic build, amazing to put together, lot to learn about with this. It just is a great building experience, and of course, so fun to actually have on display and play with. It's just an amazing set, I really like it, but bear in mind, it does once again take up quite a bit of room, so you do need to have that, bear that in mind. Again, really low sales price on that one at the moment. You are in luck over there. And then I do need to mention, of course, Mos Eisley's Cantina. I don't know if you saw my flash sale video of a few days ago. This can still be grabbed for below the retail price. And of course, this is the Master Builder series set. Such a fantastic one. Has been out a while, but it is retiring now in 2024. So this is pretty much going to be your last chance to get this, certainly at such a good price. So don't miss out on that one. Now, with that said and done, it's time to head on over to the UK. Now, just before we go to the deals in the UK, do I actually put my money where my mouth is? Do I actually buy into any of these deals that I video? Well, I put out a flash sale video a couple of days ago now, you might have seen it, for some of the retiring Star Wars sets. Now, this was at John Lewis here in the UK. and it was 20% off of some of the sets. Now there was the UCS Razor Crest. I didn't get that because I already have it. There was money off of the UCS Millennium Falcon. I didn't get that either because it's a lot of money and I don't have space. But the Master Series, Builder Series of Mos Eisley Cantina, yes, I got one of these. I've been wanting it for a while. Still not sure exactly where I'm going to display it, but 20% off on a retiring set. I definitely got it. And then there's this one. Now, I opened this earlier. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that this little beauty, which by the way was on back order for ages at Lego here in the UK, got this for 24% off. So it is well worth picking up these deals when they come along. But yes, do I buy everything that I put in these videos? No, I don't. Some of it I already have, some of it I don't have room for. But yes, I do put my money where my mouth is. With that said, let's dive in to all the deals now in the UK. So, not to belabor the point, but on that subject, you can still grab 20% off of Mos Eisley over at John Lewis. Here in the UK, it is still in stock. Amazingly, I don't think they're going to have this saving on here for that long, to be honest. This is going to be really popular. And again, same with the Razor Crest. If you're wanting to grab this, phenomenal set, really love the Mandalorian, so that is a cool one to pick up. And obviously, if you do have the room, you can grab the Ultimate Collector's Series of the Millennium Falcon. Like I say, obviously, high price tag, but really good saving. That's a great price to pick it up at. It's just such a big set. I don't have anywhere to put this, quite frankly. But if you are lucky enough to have the space, hey, go and pick this up. It's obviously a really cool one. Now, sticking with John Lewis for the moment, you can also grab 20% off of Super Mario's Piranha Plant. Okay, I can't remember what this one's called. Is it Petty Piranha, Pretty Piranha, something like that? Anyway, it's a nice display piece, just a fun one to have on the shelf, really. Naturally, if you are a Mario fan, you're going to want to have this, but even if you aren't, I just think that's really awesome. What would be particularly funny is to put this next to some of the plants in the normal botanical range, obviously, if you have those on display. And exactly the same can be said for the Lego Icons Land Rover. Okay, this is the classic Defender. This is the big one. I mean, I'll be honest, I would much rather have the real thing myself and be able to drive around in that, but not being able to afford it, I will just have to settle with the Lego version. And what a version is, it's filled with lots of fun details, has a pretty nice ROI attached to it as well if you are interested in the sort of investment side of things as well. But obviously, just from a collector's point of view, great one to put together, fantastic to have on display, and it is such an iconic piece. Oh, also, just bear in mind as well that with all of these at John Lewis, it is free delivery as well. I think it's anything over £50, so possibly the Super Mario one might not be. In fact, yeah, there you are, £50. But all of the others, or if you're grouping these together, you're getting free delivery as well. So that is always welcome. Then if we move over to Amazon, we have a Friends set. Now, this is Andrea's Theatre School, and I really, really like this one. I have it on display. However, it is not for showing off the Friends mini dolls. Of course, if that is your thing, you can indeed do that. But no, I have this on display for the Muppet Theatre. I grabbed all of the Muppet characters from the CMF figures when they came out. You can, of course, still get them on the aftermarket as well. And I just think this makes a really fun, cool display piece for any fans of the Muppets. And if you're not a fan of the Muppets, what is wrong with you? I mean, just frankly, leave now. Alternatively, if space is more your thing, then you can currently grab almost 25% off of the NASA Mars rover. Now, there are currently apparently only 12 left in stock, so I imagine these will disappear quite quickly. It's a really cool set. Obviously, space is going to be huge in 2024 for Lego and beyond, and this is just one of those sets that a lot of people are going to actually want to have. So I wouldn't miss out while it is on offer like this. Really, really cool one. So as soon as you are watching this, I would go and check if they've still got this in stock, and if they haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you can watch the video as soon as it comes out. See what I did there? Nice little plug for the channel, I thought. Very subtle. Now we've got Rocket and Baby Groot over at Game. Some mixed opinions on this one. Some people don't like it. I do like it. I have got it. The thing is, the box art is just a little bit naff. It does not look good on the box. Once you've built it and have it on display, it does look a lot better. And this is below the retail price. This obviously hasn't been out that long either, so nice one to get hold of. And then we need to jump back over to John Lewis for a second because it's time to look at the botanical lineup. So you can currently grab 20% 20% also off of the bonsai tree. You can interchange this between the green leaves or the pink leaves. Personally, I do have this and I've got a mixture of both the green and the pink on it. Hey, you're not supposed to, but it just looks good that way. So bear that in mind when you're putting it together. It's a really nice little set. Just looks fantastic on display, but it's also a little bit fiddly to put together. So just bear that in mind. I did get a little bit frustrated when my fat fingers kept knocking things off when I was putting it together, but once it's done, it looks awesome. And then we also have a discount over at Game on the flower bouquet. Really nice one to get as well if you are into the botanicals. And then do need to mention the daffodils, which of course have been very popular, and the brand new cherry blossom. Both of these are below the retail price, this obviously being a brand new set that's just come out. Switching over to Argos, and you can currently grab 20% off of the app-controlled Technic Cat D11 bulldozer. Now, I'll be honest, this isn't one that I have, but it is one that I'm considering. I've been getting more and more into Technic lately. This is, of course, power controlled, so you can actually make it move around and do different operations, and it's just such an intricate build. It looks really interesting to put together. Very sizable as well, obviously, 3,800 odd pieces. It's going to be one that is amazing for display, and because of those movement functions, also for play as well. Bear in mind, it is out of stock in quite a lot of stores. There are still some that have stock, so you're just going to need to look and see whether you are close to an Argos that actually has this. And then lastly for the UK today, in my choice of lineup is 31142. So this is your 3-in-1 Creator Space Roller Coaster. Super fun one, this. I really, really like it. Now, they're not marking it down as actually being on sale, but bear in mind, it's £95 normally at LEGO, currently 76, so almost 20 off. And being a 3-in-1, you can obviously reconfigure this into different layouts as well. I've got to say, though, I think that roller coaster is going to be the choice one for me. And again, with the rest of the Space lineup that we're going to be getting this year, I think this is an awesome set to get your hands on. So I would suggest going and doing just that. Now it's time to head on over to the EU, and we are going to start with a little bit of a treat, and that's going to be some discounts off of some new sets. Now, over at Intertoys, good old Intertoys, we have a small but nonetheless significant discount off of the brand new Kingfisher. Cool set, once again, looks a little bit weird, I think, on the box art, but definitely looks a lot better in person. Nice one to have on display, especially if you are a fan of the likes of your botanicals or your insect collection. This one is just cool to have alongside those as well. Nice to see a discount on that. Exactly the same can be said for the brand new Dune Ornithopter, which you are indeed getting a discount off of over there in the EU. And every time I look at your deals, I get a little bit jealous. So I imagine this one is going to be very popular. Make sure you go and jump on that. And there are several other sets as well that are also new that they have discounts off of, such as Marvel's Spider-Man mask. Again, back order for ages on this one over in the UK, so the fact that you've got a discount off it as well, hey, it just makes sense to swing along and go and get it. And then, how about some discounts off of sets that aren't even released yet? Yes, you heard me right. So, the brand new Harry Potter sets that are due for release in March, you can now pre-order at a discount over at Lucky Bricks. And I do indeed believe that that does make you all a bunch of Lucky Bricks. So you've got the Owlery Hogwarts Castle, you've got Hagrid's Hut, The Unexpected Visit, you've got the Castle Boathouse, you've got the Forbidden Forest, you've got Hedwig at Privet Drive, and you've got the Flying Ford Angular, all available for pre-order and all below the retail price. Now, if you want to know more about these sets, make sure to check out my video on all of March's releases. I've already been through these in quite a bit of detail. I'll stick the link in the description below so you can actually learn what these sets are all about and what you're getting with them. Seriously, take advantage of this. There's only a certain amount they have available for pre-order, so if you are in the EU, I would get onto that straight away before they sell out. Similarly, you can do the same for the new R2-D2, which is coming out as well in March. That one is also below the retail price. And, yep, you guessed it, below retail again for the boarding corridor of the Tantive 4. With that oh-so-fantastic Fives minifigure, which everybody absolutely loves and adores. Yeah, no sarcasm there whatsoever. Nonetheless, good set, nice to have, discount, yes please, off you go and grab it. But, wait. Finish watching the rest of this video first, and of course like it, and subscribe. And then if we head on over to Amazon, for a bit of an older set, you currently have the Architecture Singapore, 33% off. Big discount, that one. Popular, this set, or it is over here anyway. Don't usually see that sort of discount off of it, so that is certainly welcome. And then what's this? Ooh, another new set. Creator 3-in-1's flower pot, or indeed watering can turned into said flower pot. This, again, very much reminds me of a build that was on, I can't remember if it was American or Australian Lego Masters, without checking, but pretty sure that's where Lego's got inspiration for this one. Nice little set, 27% off of a new set. Yes, please. That's a total no-brainer. So I would definitely go and pick that one up. And then lastly, for you lucky ducks over there, you have the smaller Hogwarts castle. Okay, this isn't the really big one, but that's not a bad thing. It's not going to take up as much space. Still got a lot of good detail going for it. And 31% off. Again, if you are a Harry Potter fan, I would go grabbing this. Just makes perfectly good sense. Especially alongside all of those new pre-order Harry Potter sets that will be coming out in March that you can also get at a discount as well. But there you have it. That is it for this week. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment below, go absolutely crazy for the wonder that is me. I'm so modest as well, so I'm worth it. But in all seriousness, thank you very much for watching, and I do look forward to seeing you on the next one.